the case. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ralston Valley High School here at Nate Journey Field. It's game one of our doubleheader this afternoon, featuring the visiting El Paso County Miracles and your Diamond Club Collegians. At this time, fans, let's introduce our starting lineups this afternoon for game one. First, for the visiting Miracles. Leading off at first base, number 19, Austin Reese. Batting second at third base, number 5, Jansen Roberts. Batting third in center field, number 18, Maddox Stahl. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 22, Luis De La Cueva. Batting fifth in left field, number 7, Bryson Martinez. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 29, Logan Wilson. Batting eighth at second base, number 34, Mason Aaron. Batting ninth in right field, number 8, Luke Jennings. And on the mound and pitching, number 28, Reese Featherston.
Who's their head coach? John Byington.
Head coach is John Byington. All right, fans, let's get on your feet. It's time to introduce your Diamond Club Collegians. Leading off at third base from Western Oregon, number 2, Tanner Gertz. Batting second at shortstop from Southeast Community College, number 22, Taylor McMaster. Batting third, the designated hitter from Skagit Valley College, number 12, Kai Douglas. Batting fourth, the center fielder from Monterey Peninsula Bay, number 24, Blake Young. Batting fifth at second base from Orange Coast College, number 14, Cale Corrigan. Batting sixth in right field from the University of Northern Colorado, number 4, Mac Dossie. Batting seventh at first base from the University of the Ozarks, number 10, Brock Mulvaney. Batting eighth, the left fielder from Clark College, number 18, Casey Ritchie. And batting ninth from Concordia University, the catcher, number 3, Andrew Buckle. On the mound and pitching this afternoon from Lamar Community College, number 17, Colin Nybauer. Head coach of the Diamond Club Collegians is Brad Mulvaney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you to please rise and kindly remove your hats in honor of our nation's colors and the brave men and women in our military services. And now the playing of the national anthem. Label.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into our coverage on the Front Range League YouTube Baseball Network. We are live here at Ralston Valley High School. My name is Alex Becker. Thanks for being with us on a Saturday afternoon. Doubleheader action today between the Diamond Club Collegians and the Colorado Springs Miracles, or the El Paso County Miracles. Either one suffices. But yeah, for getting ready for our first game, we'll play two 7-inning games today. As originally we were scheduled to have one today and one tomorrow. Teams decided let's just play a doubleheader today. So Nathan's going to read you off our starting lineups for the Miracles.
In right field, number 4, Mac Dossie. In center field, number 24, Blake Young. At third base, number 2, Tanner Gertz. At shortstop, number 22, Taylor McMaster. At second base, number 14, Cale Corday. At first base, number 10, Brock Mulvaney. The catcher, number 3, Andrew Buckle. And on the mound and pitching, number 17, Colin Nibauer.
Okay, so getting set for first pitch here at Ralston Valley High School. Diamond Club comes into this first game of the doubleheader at 5-14. The Colorado Springs Miracles are 3-19 this summer in the Front Range Conference. 8 teams in the league in total, and we're about halfway through. The All-Star game is set for Tuesday night. The home run derby will be Monday night. That's in Garrigan, Nebraska, home of the WN Pioneers, the Western Nebraska Pioneers. So there are some league games tomorrow, and teams will head out right following those games for the Midsummer Classic there in Garrigan, Nebraska. All right, in case you missed the starting lineups, read you off here for the Miracles.
Leading off the Miracles, first baseman number 19, Austin Reese.
So yeah, Austin Reese leading off at first. Jansen Roberts hitting second, playing third. Maddox Stahl in the 3-hole playing center. Luis De La Cueva doing the catching, hitting cleanup. Bryson Martinez hits fifth. He's in left field. Jeremiah Lucero, the 6-hole at shortstop. Logan Wilson, the DH, hitting seventh. Mason Aaron hitting eighth at second. And Luke Jenin playing right field, hitting ninth. The ball one on Austin Reese. Starting pitcher for the Collegians is number 17, Colin Nibauer, a lefty. Got to see him earlier in the season when Diamond Club hosted the 64s. Nibauer misses low. 2 balls, no strikes on Austin Reese. And the first baseman, number 19 for the Miracles. And tell you what, I was in Aurora earlier today. It was nice and sunny, but driving over, there was actually a little bit of rain, and we got some isolated thunderstorms. Raindrops were falling a little bit in pregame. Just saw a little flash of lightning, but I think it'll pass by quick. You can hear a rumble of thunder as well. But just some summer in Colorado. Nibauer, the left-hander, as we get a bigger rumble of thunder. Austin Reese fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nibauer at Lamar Community College. Bats left, throws left. Big, tall, lanky left-hander. Off the very end of the bat of Reese, fouled off towards the on-deck circle of the Miracles. Still 2 strikes on the first baseman. And we are just getting going. Top of the first inning on this summer Saturday, the day after the 4th. Hope everyone had a nice, fun, and safe 4th of July. As Reese fouls it off. Good at bat going here. Austin Reese, he's an outfielder. Also, first baseman today, but first listed as an outfielder is at Northeastern State University out of Palmer Ridge High School, and he also played basketball in high school. Takes ball 3. Count runs full. You spell it R-E-E-S, but it's pronounced Reese, like Angel Reese. 3-2, another foul ball from Reese. Long at bat here. Making Nibauer work, leadoff man. And Jansen Roberts awaits on deck. He's the third baseman for the Miracles. Nybauer from the stretch. That's his low in the dirt. Ball 4 on Reese. So after a long AB, he's on with the walk.
Now that is the third baseman, number 5, Jansen Roberts.
Right, Nybauer threw the fastball on 3-2, but threw it low in the dirt. The first baseman is on. Here's Jansen Roberts, another left-handed hitter. Or the first left-handed hitter, excuse me, but a third baseman. And he'll face the lefty Nybauer. Strike 1 from Colin. Oh, 0-1. Runner on first, nobody out. Lefty misses outside. His battery mate today is Andrew Buckhold, starting catcher for the Collegians. It'll be Brock Mulvaney at first, Cale Corridon at second, Tanner Gertz at third, Taylor McMaster the shortstop, Casey Ritchie in left, Blake Young is in center, and Mac Dossie the right fielder. A ball and a strike, or 2 balls and a strike, excuse me, on Roberts. No outs, top of the first. Leadoff walk drawn by Austin Reese. He has a very small lead at first, and Nybauer misses low. Count is 3 balls and a strike. So the Miracles, they've had pretty much the whole week off. They played on Sunday against these Diamond Club Collegians down in Colorado Springs. Diamond Club won that one 16-7. There's a double play ball hit towards second, bobbled, and everybody will reach. Corridon couldn't field it. And that'll put runners on first and second.
Now then, the center fielder, number 18, Maddox Stone.
There was a double play ball there for Cale Corridon at second base, but he could not field it. And then the flip, not able to get it to his shortstop, McMaster. A couple on for Maddox Stahl, the center fielder. Pitch is low from Nybauer. Nice block by Buckhold. Got the turf area in right around home plate before it turns into dirt. So that is nice for catchers. You're not going to get any crazy hops off the dirt. Nice and true. Not going to hit a rock and bounce way up high. 1-0 to Stahl. Breaking ball is a called strike 1. Good looking pitch there from Nybauer. 1-1 on Stahl. Maddox out of Clark College from Legend High School. Just finished his freshman season there at Clark. And Buckhold got the worst of that one. The home plate umpire is going to walk out to Nybauer, give him a couple extra seconds. Rung his bell a little bit. And Coach Mulvaney will come out and check on Andrew, making sure he's not concussed or anything like that. Grabbing at his lip there. The crowd gives him a hand, the crowd that is here. Late arriving crowd on this Saturday. Catcher's going to hang in there, be tough like catchers usually are. Not an easy job. You take so many bumps and bruises back there, all the foul tips, block balls in the dirt. Reese gets his lead off second. Here's Nybauer's pitch, fouled straight back by Maddox Stahl. 2 strikes. Yeah, so the Miracles played last Sunday, lost 16-7 to these Diamond Club Collegians, and then they had the entire week off this week. That misses 2-2 on Stahl. And as for Diamond Club, they last played That was their last game as well, last Sunday. A 16-7 win over the Miracles. Neibauer misses low, full count. Still no outs here in the top of the first. After the All-Star game on Tuesday, Diamond Club comes right back home, they'll stay out there in Garrick, but play on Wednesday against the Pioneers. Well, ball 4 on Stahl. I think Diamond Club kind of wanted that pitch. Buckhold was asking the home plate umpire.
Now the catcher, number 22, Louis De McCormick.
So to start the top of the first, a walk, an error, and another walk. So they're loaded up for the catcher. It is Louis De La Cueva, number 22, out of Southwestern College. He fouls that off himself for strike 1. De La Cueva, he has been at Lamar Community College and Oklahoma Panhandle State University before Southwestern. He is from Aurora, went to Oberlin High School. 0-1 from Neibauer is fouled away into the dugout of Diamond Club. An ugly finder. 2 strikes here on the catcher, De La Cueva. Force anywhere for Diamond Club. You got the corner infielders, that is Gertz and Mulvaney in front of the bag, creeping up on the grass, and then middle infield is double play depth. Called strike 3, first out. As De La Cueva goes down looking. A pitch from Colin. Get that first out.
Number 7, Bryson Martinez.
So he gets De La Cueva on 3 pitches, kind of locked him up on the 0-2. Bryson Martinez will hit. Left fielder for the Miracles. Cut on and miss, strike 1. Neibauer trying to lock in, bear down, minimize the damage here in the top of the first. A 1 pitch is up and away for ball 1. And Reese is on third, Roberts is on second, Maddox Stahl on first. First 3 hitters reached. Bounce towards third. Tanner Gertz will come home with it. They get the force there. Buckhold's throw is knocked down by Mulvaney's. Trail runner's going to try and score, and he will with the head first dive. Good base running by Jansen Roberts. And he'll score the first run of the game for the Miracles. 2 outs. Put runners on first and second.
Shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero.
Good play there by Tanner Gertz to get the force at home. I'm not sure even if Buckhold's throw was on the money to Mulvaney that they would have got Bryson Martinez up the line. But a great base running by Jansen Roberts to read the play and then come home and score. Slid in with the head first dive at home plate. A 1-0 here on Jeremiah Lucero. He is the shortstop for the Miracles. Number 3, out of Trinidad State, went to Doherty High School down in Colorado Springs. Neibauer has a 2-0 count now on Lucero. And he will find the strike zone right there. Nice pitch, fastball on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down. Now to stall the runner on second. Martinez at first. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball. Some high cheese from Neibauer. Lucero swings through it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty will shake off Buckhold. Now get his sign. 2-2 delivery is low and in. Runners will be going on this pitch. Stahl will break for third. Martinez will break for second. "31 pitches here for Neibauer in the first inning. Foul to right back. We'll do it again. Both runners go back. A lot of pitches for Colin here in the first, but if he can get out of it, just one run allowed, I think he'll take that, as the bases were loaded with nobody out. Oh, nice bluff of the inside move. Just make sure the runners were paying attention. The base coaches always tell you, make sure he goes home on the 3-2, in case that happens right there. "3-2 and another foul ball. Lucero keeps the at-bat going. And once again, both runners jog back to their respective bases. Young in center field. He shaded a little bit towards right center. Otherwise, it's straight away. And there it is, right to him in right center. But it's going to fall in front. 1-run score. Stopping at third is Martinez. Lucero drives in Maddox Stahl. It's 2-0. Good at bat there from Jeremiah Lucero.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 29, Logan Wilson.
He worked the count full, fouled off a couple pitches, and then found a gap in right center field. Thought it was going to stay up long enough for Blake Young to get there, but he had to play it on a bounce. So here's Logan Wilson with men on the corners. 2 down. High ball 1 on the DH out of Ellicott High School. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Wilson. He is the 7-hole in the lineup. Got Mason Aaron, the second baseman, waiting on deck. And Wilson swings through that one. Couple strikes on him. Once again, Buckhold, good job behind the plate. He kept Lucero at bay. Stays at first. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Neibauer retires the inning, but a couple runs for the Miracles. They lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first at Ralston Valley High School.
And for the Miracles, they top after the first inning, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. 2-0 our score. We're in the middle of the first inning. Fans, we'd like to remind you, Diamond Club Baseball would like to make the following banner sponsors featured on our outfield wall: FCS Construction, A&N Homes, and Puro Clean. Thank you for supporting Diamond Club Baseball. Leading off for the Diamond Club Collegians, third baseman number 2, Tanner Gerd.
Alrighty, we are live for the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Miracles is number 28, Reese Featherston, and he'll face the third baseman, Tanner Gertz, to lead off the inning. 2 runs home for the Miracles in the top half. Got a run on an RBI ground out by Martinez, and then a single from Jeremiah Lucero scored the second run. So Gertz, and then Taylor McMaster in the 2-hole. Kai Douglas hits third. Blake Young in the cleanup spot. Kel Corden, 5-hole. Mac Dossie hits 6th. Brock Mulvaney the 7th hole. Casey Ritchie will hit 8th, and Andrew Buckhold hits 9th. I was well upstairs on Tanner Gertz. He's at third today. I've seen Tanner play all over the diamond so far this summer. Seen him at middle infield. He was in center field last Saturday when I was up in Boulder doing the 64s versus the Collegians, and playing the hot corner today. And Tanner out of Western Oregon University. Reese Featherston, the righty, on the mound. He's at 6'2", and he is at Wisconsin at Whitewater, a Division III school in Wisconsin, out of Jefferson High School. And a quick walk drawn by Gertz.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22, Taylor McMaster.
Just like in the top of the first, the leadoff man draws a walk. That brings to the plate the shortstop. It's Taylor McMaster. McMaster goes after the first delivery, and he fouls it away on the first base side. Taylor at Southeast Community College. As in Lincoln, Nebraska. That one fouled off the mask of De La Cueva, the catcher for the Miracles. 2 strikes here on the shortstop, McMaster. Gertz is at first with no outs. Douglas on deck. An overcast afternoon. Nice to get some cloud cover though. In the middle of the summer, and the hottest time of the year. Some hot days, so nice to have a little bit of cloud cover as long as we avoid the lightning. Pitch from Featherston is outside, not handled by De La Cueva. There's a couple balls now. I think if De La Cueva catches that, it has a chance to be called a strike. Maybe. Down and away. So 3-2. McMaster looks down at his third base coach. That is the head coach, Brad Mulvaney, for the Diamond Club Collegians. Tyler Novotny, an assistant. Bounce towards, it's going to hit Gertz. Hits Gertz in the leg, and he is out. That's a bad break for Diamond Club. He tried to jump out of the way and avoid it, and it got a piece of him. Tell you what, I've seen that 3 times already this summer, and that's not something that happens too often.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 12, Kai Douglas.
That really is a bad break for Diamond Club, because that ball was going to go into right field for a single. And it was going to get past the infielders if Tanner Gertz was able to jump over the top of the baseball, but got his leg. He is out, and McMaster is on first. Kai Douglas, the DH, will hit. Got 1 down, bottom 1. Featherston gets the outside corner, right on the edge for strike 1. Douglas at Skagit Valley College. Good hitter. This middle of the order can really hit for Diamond Club. A couple strikes here on Douglas. Is Featherston wearing the pants up today, pants high. Only one out there with the socks showing. And interestingly enough, these teams are wearing identical uniforms, pretty much the same exact uniform with the red jersey, the black lettering, and then the white pants. So a red versus red matchup. There goes McMaster for second, pitches a ball. Throw down there by De La Cueva, not in time, and Taylor McMaster has a stolen base. Good jump. McMaster in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kai Douglas. Peek at second. And the pitch is high and tight on Kai Douglas. Ball 2. Breaking pitch is fouled off. Nice swing. Able to keep the count at 2-2. And this is the inaugural season, the inaugural summer of the Front Range Collegiate Baseball Summer Wood Bat League. It's played along the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado and in western Nebraska. Like the bat for Kai Douglas. Yellow bat, and he lines it into center field. Be a line drive hit. McMaster will be held up at third as the throw comes to the plate. Didn't hit the cutoff man, and that allows Douglas to move to second. A nice sharp line drive single from Kai. Good piece of hitting.
Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Blake Young.
Especially with 2 strikes. And then the throw from the center fielder, Maddox Stahl. He tried to do a do-or-die throw to home plate, threw it over the cutoff man, and Douglas read that right away. Easily moved up to second base. So Blake Young, ooh, line drive right up the middle. Getting a glove on it was Featherston, but it was hit so hard it goes into center field. Douglas going to be sent home, and it's cut off. Oh, 2-run single for Blake Young ties the game. 2-2. Look out, Wyatt Featherston, or Reese Featherston, excuse me.
Now batting for Diamond Club, the second baseman, number 14, Cale Collegians.
It's almost self-defense from Featherston to just get a glove on that liner from Blake Young. Right back to him, and it was hard hit. But still grazed his glove and then went into center field. 2 straight singles for Diamond Club. We're tied at 2. Cale Corden is the batter. Young takes off for second. De La Cueva, no throw. Second stolen base of the inning for Diamond Club. McMaster and now Young both stealing second. That time De La Cueva didn't even attempt to throw. Looked like he was trying to throw him out from his knees. (2-0) on Corden. Here's the pitch. Featherston misses off the plate. Corden at Orange Coast College. The big second baseman. Normally second basemen are one of the smaller guys on the team, but he's one of the bigger kids on the team, and he draws a 4-pitch walk. Puts 2 on with 1 out.
Now batting right fielder, number 4, Matt Rossi.
Dossie hits with some traffic. Blake Young on second, Cale Corden at first. First at bat for Dossie, the right fielder. Takes strike one. Dossie at the University of Northern Colorado, the Bears up there in Greeley. I've got to make a couple trips to Greeley recently to see the Grays playing at University High School this summer. One of three teams in Northern Colorado, got the Prospectors and the Foxes in Fort Collins. And then the Greeley Grays. The one strike on Dossie. Featherston's pitch is popped in the air, and that should get out of play on the first base side. It does. Running out of room was Austin Reese. A couple strikes on the right fielder. 2 hits and 2 walks here in the bottom of the first for Diamond Club. Gertz and Corden walked. Douglas and Young singled. Long look at second. Curveball is high and inside. 1-2 on Dossie. Mulvaney waits on deck. He's the first baseman. Coach's son. Curveball's left high, and Dossie hits it in the air. No one's going to get there though on the third base side. It stayed in the fencing, but no play for the third baseman Roberts or the left fielder Bryson Martinez or Lucero, the shortstop. That's one that looks juicy for a hitter though, the hanging curveball. Like you hang it, I bang it. Dossie got under that one. Dossie chatting with the home plate umpire about baseballs. We only have a limited supply here. Curveball is fouled back, right towards the backstop. You know, we're real close to the field of play here from the press box. Say about 10 feet from the press box to the fencing, right on top of the action. Whereas in Boulder, you're way back at Scott Carpenter Park. That one's to deep left field. Coming in and making a catch out there is Martinez. Not quite as deep as I thought it was off the bat, but line drive is caught by Martinez for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Brock Mulvaney.
And short fence here at Ralston Valley all around. Hitter's Park for sure. You know, they hit a lot of home runs here, but that one seemed to die in left field. And then same with the ball that was hit by Lucero in the top of the first. I thought Young was going to catch it in the air, but then it bounced in front of him. Strike one on Brock Mulvaney, first baseman. The University of the Ozarks. 1-1 now on Mulvaney. Went to Arvada West High School. A rival of the home team here, Ralston Valley. Probably definitely their biggest rival. Strike two. Nice looking pitch from Featherston. Featherston was a junior this season at Wisconsin Whitewater, and he gets called strike 3 on Mulvaney. Fastball on the outside corner. But the Collegians get 2, tie the game up as we head to the second inning in Arvada.
And for time to pull to the bottom half of the first inning, 2 runs on 3 hits, no miracle errors, and 2 left on base. 2-2 our score after 1 inning of play here at Nate Journey Field. Leading off for the Miracles in the top half of the second inning, second baseman number 34, Mason Aaron.
On top of 2 here at Ralston Valley. Thanks for being with us on this Saturday, first of 2 games. Double dip on this Saturday afternoon into the early evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Alex Becker on our play-by-play for both games today. And Mason Aaron will face Colin Nybauer. 8-9-1 in the order for the Miracles, who scored 2 against Colin Nybauer in the top of the first. There's a swinging strike on Aaron. And Mason Aaron out of Allen Hancock College in Santa Maria, California. Went to Cheyenne Mountain High. Definitely one of the top baseball schools in 4A pretty much every single season. I believe they lost a Golden in the state championship this year in 4A. Did Cheyenne. There's strike 3 swinging. Nybauer gets his third strikeout, excuse me.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8, Luke Gm1.
But back-to-back strikeouts as he got Wilson to end the top of the first. Now gets Aaron to start the second. Now Luke Gm1, the right fielder, late addition to this Miracles team. We were looking pregame for his name on any of the rosters that are listed. Didn't see him anywhere, so we had to confirm it is Luke Gm1, number 8. With the two-tone colored bat and the green handle, white barrel. And Gm1 fouls that one away, a couple strikes on him. And Luke, a grad of Pine Creek High School in 2024, just finished his freshman season of college. Couple strikes on Gm1, the last hitter in this Miracles lineup, and then Austin Reese, top of the order on deck. Ooh, called strike 3. Nybauer gets the call, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman number 19, Austin Reese.
So 4th strikeout for Colin Nybauer. 4 of the 5 outs have been strikeouts, and he has struck out the last 3 batters he has faced: Wilson, Aaron, and Gm1. 7, 8, 9, he all struck out. Austin Reese worked a walk his first time in a very long at-bat to lead off the game. Number of foul balls. And Reese was thrown out at the plate on the force by Gertz, following the ground ball by Bryson Martinez. And that clearly slipped out of the hand of Nybauer. Gets to the backstop. Ball and a strike on Austin Reese, the first baseman. former Palmer Ridge Bear is Reese. Ball 2. Count is 2-1. Defensive alignment pretty straight away besides Young in center field. He's more towards right center, and that's right to him. Barely had to move. Nice 1-2-3 inning for Colin Neibauer. 2 strikeouts and a line out. So we'll head to the bottom of the second. Tie game.
Very close to the top half of the second. No run, no hit, no collision errors, and nobody left on base. 2-2 to go to the bottom half of the second. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the outfield wall as Diamond Club Baseball expresses their gratitude to the following banner sponsors: Site-Wise, American Liberty Mortgage, and Smile by Design. Thank you for your support of Diamond Club Baseball. And here's how the El Paso County Miracles line up defensively at center field, number 18, Maddox Stahl. In left field, number 7, Bryson Martinez. In right field, number 8, Luke Jennett. At second base, number 34, Mason Aaron. At third base, number 5, Jansen Roberts. At first base, number 19, Austin Reese. At shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero. The catcher, number 22, Luis De La Cueva. On the mound pitching, number 28, Reese Featherston. Leading off for the Collegians. The left fielder, number 18, Casey Ritchie.
Well, we are back live here, bottom of the second at Ralston Valley. Ritchie, the left fielder, will bounce that one right back to Featherston, who makes the play. Underhand flip to first, and there's one out in the bottom of the second.
Now batting for Diamond Club, the catcher, number 3, Andrew Buckle.
Now Featherston fielding his position on the comebacker. One hopper from Casey Ritchie. Had to put the glove up, and then as pitchers do, slow jog, or not a slow jog, but a jog to first, underhand flip. One gone. Now Andrew Buckhold, the 9-hole and starting catcher. He is at the dish. 2 pitches to Casey Ritchie. He swung on the second pitch. Buckhold at Concordia University. Hoping to get something started for the Collegians in the second. And Kai Douglas, him and Taylor McMaster scored on a Blake Young single for the only 2 runs. Young plated a couple with that single to center off the glove of the pitcher, Reese Featherston. As that one is fouled off by Buckhold. Rain falling now, lightly. Just looked at the radar. It looked like there was a storm cell just to the south of us in the Golden area. So hopefully we don't get the worst of it. Buckhold, another foul ball on the first base side towards that Miracles dugout. Head coach over there is John Byington. Also on the staff, Marcus Gilmore. I talked to Gilmore a little bit before the game. Outside on Buckhold. Nice take. Working the count is the catcher. Full count. Featherston's 3-2 pitch is fouled away once again, all in the same spot on the first base side. A little behind the pitches is Buckhold, but good at bat going. Oh, the righty winds and fires, and great at bat going from Andrew Buckhold. Fouling off every strike he sees and then not chasing the balls out of the zone. Both pitchers are pretty tall, long and lanky guys. Well over 6 feet and pretty with room to fill out. Three-two from Featherston. Curveball is high and tight, and Andrew Buckhold on first. Terrific AB.
Your second place courtesy running for Diamond Club, number 20, Alan Carey.
We get a runner for Andrew
Now batting
Buckhold.
for Diamond Club, the third baseman, number 2, Tanner Gert.
Alan Tara's over there at first, number 20, going to run for Buckhold. The 1 on, 1 out. Here's the top of the order, Tanner Gertz at the plate. Gertz walked his first time, and then he was out. He got hit by McMaster, ball off the bat of McMaster, but Gertz drives that into right field. He's got his first hit of the game, going first to third is Cheres. Oh, the third baseman, Tanner Gertz, line drive single to the opposite field. Puts men on the corners.
Now batting, shortstop, number 22, Taylor McMaster.
Here's McMaster. Bounced one through the right side his first time. We just talked about it. It hit Tanner Gertz in the leg as he tried to leap over the baseball, but it sure was ticketed for right field. It was going to get through. So unfortunately for Taylor, it has to be scored as a fielder's choice. They got Gertz picked off in between first and second. He's tried to wait and get in a rundown, and now the Miracles defense will let Gertz reach second, as Cheres will stay put at third. So 2 in scoring position for Taylor McMaster. But yeah, Gertz was intending to get hung up and create some havoc out there on the base paths, but the Miracles didn't want to play that game. And you can have second as long as the runner from third doesn't come home. Curveball is upstairs. High for a ball on McMaster. A great defensive shortstop is Taylor. And that should get the run home. Moving towards the line and making the catch out there just in foul territory. That is the right fielder, Jenin. Tagging from third is Cheres, and then also tagging was Tanner Gertz. He gets the third on the sac fly from Taylor McMaster.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 12, Ty Douglas.
So 3-2 on the sacrifice fly. McMaster gets the job done. Drives in the run. We'll see if Douglas can pick up McMaster or Gertz over at third and make it a 2-run game. 2 gone in the second. Good running catch there by Jenin, too. He had to go a long way for the baseball. He caught it just in fair territory. inching towards that right field line. Douglas fouls it off. Douglas a single his first time to center field on a line drive with 2 strikes. And going 7 innings for these 2 games today in the doubleheader. Run rule will be 10 after 5 should that have to be invoked. But these teams are ready for it. They had the entire week off, as the last time these 2 teams played was against each other last Sunday down at Block Tickets Park is what it's now called down in the Springs. Used to be at UC Health Park. Nice minor league facility though. Home of the Rocky Mountain Vibes down there. High in the air, in foul territory on the first base side, and gets out of play. No chance for Austin Reese or Luke Jenin. Gertz is on third with 2 outs. Couple strikes on Douglas. Here's the pitch from Featherston, and Douglas fouls it off again. Some good at-bats here from these Diamond Club hitters. Not giving in. They've only struck out once so far. I know we're early on, but some good battles at the plate. The right-hander sets. And the 2-strike pitch is in the dirt, good block by De La Cueva. Not a competitive pitch though. Douglas sought the whole way. And it's full. Raindrops falling. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Douglas chased the high fastball. But Diamond Club, they score 1 and take a 3-2 lead as we head to the third at Ralston Valley.
And for the Diamond Club Collegians in the home applicant second, 1 run on 1 hit, no medical errors, and nobody left on base. Diamond Club takes lead 3-2 after 2 innings of play. Leading off with the Miracles, third baseman number 5, Jansen Roberts.
Welcome back, everyone. Top of the third inning, 3-2. Diamond Club leading the Miracles. Jansen Roberts, the third baseman, will face Colin Neibauer to begin the third. Roberts reached on the air by Corden at second base his first time. Then he wound up scoring with his great base running. Remember, he scored from second on an RBI ground out. Bases were loaded. Gertz, the third baseman, got the force at home, and then the throw went to first. Tried to get a home and then one, and then Roberts, who started at second, wound up scoring. It's hard hit through the hole between first and second. Roberts, a leadoff single here in the top of the third.
Now batting the center fielder number 18, Maddox Stahl.
A hard ground ball there by Roberts finds the 3-4 hole, and now it's Maddox Stahl, center fielder. Now Roberts now at first. He's a Crowder baseball commit. He'll be a freshman this coming fall. Coming up next month. Wow. Went to Cheyenne Mountain High School, did Jansen. Good looking player. That's inside on Stahl, who walked and then scored back in the first inning. Colin Neibauer has racked up the K so far. 4 strikeouts, 2 swinging and 2 looking, as that one's fouled off. The mask of Buckhold came off of him. He's already had his bell rung once this game. Hopefully he's all right there. Some banter there between Buckhold and the home plate umpire. The masked men. Neibauer's pitch just inside on Stahl. 2-1 count on the center fielder. Roberts is at first with no outs, top of 3. Both Miracles runs came in the first. Neibauer had a clean second inning, 2 strikeouts, and then a line drive to center. But down in the count 3-1 here on Stahl. The middle of the order for the Miracles. And that is not close. Ball 4. A couple men on. Stahl's walked in both at bats.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Luis De La Cueva.
De La Cueva will hit with 2 runners on and no outs. Bunting situation, but you got one of your heavier hitters up. The catcher did not square around. Neibauer misses high. De La Cueva, a strikeout victim his first time. He went down looking in the top of the first. Neibauer will check second. His pitch is up and away on the breaking ball. 2-0. He needs to find it right now. And he threw about 40 pitches in the first inning. So trying to be as efficient as he can to last maybe a couple more if everything goes as planned. Big swing and a miss by De La Cueva. May have chased a fastball out of the zone. It was a little bit high. And Neibauer currently at 63 pitches. The fastball is a little bit in. Hitters count 3-1. And De La Cueva, no intention of bunting this at bat. He wants to swing away. And he'll have a great count to hit in right here. Chance to do some damage, drive a baseball. Puts a good swing on it, but he pops it up. Corden's going to call for it. Infield fly rule is called, so first and second, nobody out. That is the rule, and De La Cueva is retired. First out here in the top of the third.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Bryson Martinez.
Bryson Martinez, the new hitter, left fielder for the El Paso County Miracles. See, on Game Changer, they're listed as the EPCB Miracles. And on the Front Range League standings, they're the Colorado Springs Miracles. Martinez hit that ground ball to Tanner Gertz his first time. He is late on the good fastball from Neibauer. And Martinez at the University of Southwest. He is from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Got a few guys on the Miracles team from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Neibauer will check second. His pitch outside off the plate. Two and two. Roberts on second. Maddox Stahl at first. Good breaking ball, and Neibauer gets another strikeout, number 5 for him. And it's a big one. Big sweeping curveball gets Martinez.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero.
So 2 big outs for Colin Neibauer after allowing a single and then a walk to start the inning. He'll face Jeremiah Lucero. Lucero drove in Stahl with an RBI single. Strike 1. Went back to the curveball, got strike 1 to Neibauer. Lefty kicks his leg and he misses low. Trying to throw out the runner at third is Buckhold. Good dig by Gertz, not allowing that one to get into left field. I think the pitch got the umpire on a bounce and backs up a few steps. Buckhold's going to go out and chat with his pitcher. Give home plate umpire some courtesy time, just as the home plate umpire did for Buckhold earlier. The catcher returns the favor and see he's clearly in some discomfort. Is our guy behind the plate. Now, even with all that gear, sometimes it really can rock you, or if you get it in the wrong spot. Neibauer from the stretch, swing and a miss there from Lucero. 2 strikes on him now. As the Miracles have 2 in scoring position with Roberts and Stahl. Neibauer had first and second with no outs, and he's trying to wiggle out of this jam unscathed. Needs 1 more strike on Lucero. And he gets it. Foul tipped into the mid of Andrew Buckhold. 6 strikeouts now for Colin Neibauer. Middle of the third, 3-2. Collegians lead the Miracles.
And for the Miracles, the top half of the third, hit no runs, 1 hit, no collision errors, and 1 left on base. 3-2 our score. We go to the bottom of the third. Thanks for joining us this afternoon here at Nate Turner Field. And Club Baseball would like to thank the following banner sponsors featured on the outfield wall. Amos Dental Specialists and Arvada West Auto Repair. Thank you for your support of Diamond Club Baseball. Leading off for the Collegians in the home half of the third, center fielder number 24, Blake Young.
All right, welcome back, folks. Nate Journey Field in Arvada, Colorado. Strike one on Blake Young, who had a 2 RBI single in the bottom of the first, drove in McMaster and Douglas. And it could have been worse. Could have been a line drive off the pitcher Featherston, but in self-defense, he got a glove on it. Ball still trickled into center. But Young hit it hard. And then he stole second once he got on the base paths. Young, a graduate of Mullen High School at Monterey Peninsula Bay, or will be in about a month or so. Young to left field. Pretty deep. It had some carry on it. Kind of a misplay out there and left by Martinez. Throw to second, and Young is thrown out, called out. It looked like he may have got that foot in there, but called out at second. Oh, it's tough with the two-man umpire crew. It looked like that umpire was still trying to get in position.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Collegians.
So unfortunate for Blake, who really ripped that liner. That was a good shot off the barrel, but he is thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Nice throw from left from Bryson Martinez. I said he misplayed it, but that's tough to read as an outfielder. It's a line shot. You don't really know how hard it's truly hit. And probably the toughest balls to judge. So Young is now 2 for 2, but he's out. One away. Here's Cale Corden. Featherston can thank his defense for that first out. Yeah, it's like with the umpire, you got to go all the way from A position to get in position at second base, and I'm not sure he quite saw that tag as well as he would have if it was a 4-man umpire crew, of course, and you're already at the bag. That is down and away. Was at the 5A baseball state championships about a month ago between Cherry Creek and Regis, and they had a 4-man umpire crew for the state championship game. Never seen that in high school before. 4 umpires. As Corden walks for the second time. He's been on base both times. Couple free passes.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Matt Dossie.
All right, Mac Dossie will hit with 1 on and 1 out. Line drive to Martinez and left his first time. Skips up there. De La Cueva chests it up. Keeps the runner at first. Louis De La Cueva behind the plate at Lamar CC in the southeastern part of the state. Teammates starting to chant for him in the dugout, and that is called a ball. A 2-0. Swing and a miss straight. I believe it's 2-1. Take a look at some of the other games going on in the Front Range League today. This is the only game currently in progress. Says we'll have the Foxes taking on the Greeley Grays for a doubleheader up there in Greeley at 4 and 6 tonight. That'll have the call of those games. Corden will take second. And then also going on, the Prospectors taking on the 64s tonight in Boulder, just a single game at 6:05. And the Pueblo Spradley Collegians will face the Western Nebraska Pioneers at 6:35 p.m. Just that one game there tonight at Oregon Trail Park, host site of the All-Star game in a couple days. Dossie walks, back-to-back walks. 2 on. And head coach John Byington will make his way out to the mound as all the infielders converge. So we got 2 doubleheaders today, right here, and then up in Greeley, and then single games in Boulder and western Nebraska. And visit frontRangeLeague.com for schedules, standings, stats, and more. FrontRangeLeague.com. Also, FortCollinsBaseballClub.org.
Now batting for Diamond Club, the first baseman, number 10, Brock Mulvaney.
If you go to FortCollinsBaseballClub.org and then go to the Front Range League College, they'll have all the info as well. Thad does a great job keeping that updated. And then all of our games here this summer are streaming on the Front Range Baseball Network on YouTube at Front Range Baseball Network. Brock Mulvaney will take strike 1. He went down looking his first time. Behind the fastball, 0-2. Seen Brock hit a couple homers this summer in the few Diamond Club games that I've done. A big, tall lefty, kind of a hunched over stance. Takes outside for a ball. Mulvaney to the opposite field. Bryson Martinez under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Bluffing a tag was Corrigan. He'll stay at second. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third after Mulvaney flies out.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 18, Casey Ritchie.
Right now, Casey Ritchie hit a ground ball back to the pitcher his first time. Featherston fielded it on 1 hop. Casey Ritchie, the left fielder out of Clark College, hits it hard, but right to the shortstop. And flipping it to second there is Jeremiah Lucero. He flips it to Mason Aaron for the third out. So nothing across in the third. Still 3-2. Moving on to the 4th inning at Nate Journey Field.
For Diamond Club in the home half of the third inning, no runs on 1 hit, no miracle errors, and 2 left on base. 4-3, 3-2 our score. Leading off for the Miracles, the designated hitter, number 29, Logan Wilson.
On top of the fourth at Ralston Valley, 7-8-9 due up for the Colorado Springs Miracles, El Paso County Miracles, against Colin Neibauer, as Neibauer struck out each of these hitters the first time. Got Wilson and Aaron swinging and Luke Jenin looking. Has 6 strikeouts in the ball game. Does the lefty. Logan Wilson, the right-handed hitting designated hitter. Big, strong kid, looks like. As Neibauer just missed. Close pitch, called a ball. And it is 3 balls and no strikes. Southpaw fires, and Wilson swinging away. Swings right through it. In baseball, so often you walk that leadoff man, and he ends up coming around to score. It just works that way. Walks will haunt. Another swing and strike. Got 2 on him. No outs in the top of the fourth. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Neibauer, 3rd straight strikeout. 7th of the game. Mowing him down.
Now batting the second baseman, number 34, Mason Aaron.
So Neibauer's got Wilson twice swinging. Brings up Mason Aaron. Mason, the second baseman. In Allen Hancock College in Santa Maria, California. Lefty's pitch, well outside. Aaron, number 34. Got the shin guard on his front leg. Hank Aaron wore number 44. There's a strike. Buchhold puts down his sign. Neibauer agrees. Winds and fires, and that's up and away. 2-2 count. Luke Jenin on deck. Here's Neibauer's offering, and once again, not close. Up and away, trying to finish. He's doing that follow-through motion on the mound. Got to come all the way across. Bend the back. Finish that pitch. All right, 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another one for Colin Neibauer. 4 in a row. 8 in the game. So here's Luke Jenin, the right fielder. Last hitter in this Miracles lineup. He'll take a curveball for strike 1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8, Luke Jenin.
So Neibauer has got Martinez, Lucero, Wilson, and Aaron all swinging for the last 4 outs, going back to the 3rd inning. Oh, he's mowing these guys down right now. So he's walked 3 and he struck out 8 on the mound. Once again, telling himself, gotta finish that pitch. 1-2 on Jenin. Ball 2 in the dirt. Trying to get Jenin to chase there on the breaking pitch. And nice day Storms look like they've already passed the minor threat of storms that we did have. Fouled away by Jenin. Going to turn into a nice Saturday evening. The Rockies will host the White Sox at 7:10. And we're kind of in that point of summer where it's the dead period before NFL training camp. After the NBA and NHL seasons have wrapped up, really just baseball and hot dog eating contests. And the Wimbledon, too, for tennis fans. So 3-2 on Jenin as our home plate umpire took the brunt of that pitch from Neibauer. And Neibauer misses badly on the 3-2. Jenin draws the walk, and Colin, you can tell by his body language, he not happy with himself. 2-out walk.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Austin Reese.
So Austin Reese will hit in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, runner on. Reese, a line drive to Blake Young in center field last time up. First offering gets to the backstop. Chance for Buckhold, but his throw will go into center. Probably wouldn't have got Luke Jenin anyway. Got a big ricochet off the backstop. Went right back to him and said, I'll take a chance. Took a hop and then went into center field, but I think even a good throw is not going to throw out Jenin. So 1-0. Neibauer trying to get this final out of the fourth. Breaking ball is fouled away. Just getting the top of the baseball there was Austin Reese. 1 ball, 1 strike. On second is the runner, Jenin. 1-1 pitch to the leadoff man is hit very well to deep right field. Going back is Dossie looking up, and it is gone. A 2-run opposite field home run for Austin Reese. And he gives the Miracles the lead back at 4-3. So that 2-out walk to Jenin winds up hurting Neibauer. He gives up the bomb to Reese. Miracles take a 1-run lead.
Now batting the third baseman, number 5, Jackson Roberts.
And short porch all around at Ralston Valley. Dossie gave chase. But Dossie ran out of room in right field. Had to just look up and watch it sail out of here. Now Jansen Roberts. He singled in between Corridon and Mulvaney his last time, right in that 3.5 hole. That one's fouled away. One strike on Roberts. And then the lefty Neibauer misses low and in. Oppo taco there for Austin Reese. Sounded good off the bat. It flew out. No wind at all at the moment. Our first long ball of the game. Now Blake Young hit the bottom of the fence on the fly in the bottom of the third. 3-1 here on Roberts. His final out has been a struggle for Colin Neibauer after he was rolling. Had 4 strikeouts in a row, and then a walk and a home run. Now he's behind 3-1 on Roberts. And chopped. Foul. Into the first base coach's box where Devin Alvarado, the left-handed pitcher, at UCCS is coaching. You don't get too many guys from the RMAC in the Front Range League. I mean, there's a handful of players, but not too many. Jansen Roberts, he is a Crowder baseball commit, and he is thrown out at first. I was talking about the first base coach. So Roberts grounds out, but a two-run home run from Austin Reese gives the Miracles a 4-3 lead. Home half of the fourth coming up.
The Miracles in the top half of the score, 2 runs and 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. 4-3 that score. Leading off for the Diamond Club Collegians, a catcher, number 3, Andrew Buckle.
Bottom 4. Miracles taking a 1-run lead in the top half thanks to a 2-run home run from Austin Reese. Gave them a 4-3 lead. As the catcher Andrew Buckhold will get his second at bat. Almost got a piece of him there on that first delivery from Featherston. Looked like Featherston lost its footing as he was throwing it, did not land properly. The ball slipped out of his hand. Buckhold skies it in the air towards right center. Calling for it and making the grab is Maddox Stahl as he called off the right fielder Luke Jenin. 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th after Buckhold flies out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 2, Tanner Gertz.
And nobody on, 1 out. Tanner Gertz, who's been on both times today, is at the plate. A walk and then a single, line drive to right field as last time. It's a good swing there, foul back. I think he got a piece of De La Cueva on the backswing. Quickly apologized. My bad, didn't mean to get you. Doesn't happen too often at this level. You see in the major leagues with those guys crazy long swings. The backswing sometimes get the catcher in the skull cap or the mask. Or the long follow through, I mean. Gertz taking the whole way. It's a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Featherston misses high. Count even now. And Reese Featherston out of Wisconsin Whitewater. Was a junior this past spring. Close pitch, called ball 3. Borderline call went Tanner Gertz's way. Now it's full. 3-2 offering in on Gertz. So Featherston winds up losing him. And Gertz reaches base once again, all 3 times today. 2 walks and a single.
Now batting shortstop, number 22, Taylor McMaster.
1 out, bottom 4. Here's Taylor McMaster at the dish. Sacrifice fly as last time. Right down the right field line. Now Jenin made a nice running catch on. Scoring on the play was Buckhold. McMaster, a shortstop from Southeast Community College. Good lead over there at first by Gertz. McMaster, great take. About to swing and then held up on the pitch above the belt. 2-0. A throw over. Gertz back in safely with the dive. And McMaster, the second hitter in the lineup. Douglas is on deck. And that's a strike. Good pitch from Reese Featherston. Righty winds and fires, and curveball is a little high. Couple pitches that haven't gone his way so far in the last couple batters. There goes the runner for second. Gertz will get there with the head first dive. Throw from De La Cueva was just a tad high. Gertz running on the 3-1 pitch there. So he's at second with 1 out, full count on Taylor McMaster. Oh, called strike 3. So that time, Featherston got the call. Two away.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Ty Douglas.
I guess it all evens itself out. I'm a late strike 3 call, and McMaster has to go sit down. He thought it was ball 4. 2 away now for Kai Douglas. Takes a ball. Douglas trying to drive in Gertz from second, tie the game up. Maybe trade places with them. Douglas a single to center on a liner, and then a strikeout. Pitch outside. 2-0. Gotta be looking fastball here from Featherston. Something in the wheelhouse. Righty sets. He'll check Gertz at second. And the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Two one. Same spot, called strike 2. Featherston right now at 95 pitches here in the bottom of the 4th. Bet this will be his last inning if he can get this final out. Gertz takes off for third and swing and a miss from Douglas. That'll do it for the Collegians here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll go to the 5th. 4-3. El Paso County Miracles lead the Diamond Club Collegians. We'll be right back.
And for Diamond Club, in the presenting the 4 runs, no hits, no more errors, and 1 left on base. After 4 innings of play, 4-3 are scored. Miracles on top. Moving up for the Miracles, center fielder number 18, Maddox Stahl.
And welcome back, folks. Top of the 5th here at Ralston Valley. Sun is out. And it's the heart of the order for the El Paso Miracles of 3, 4, 5. Stahl, De La Cueva, and Martinez to face the lefty Colin Neibauer. Miracles got a 2-run shot by Austin Reese in the top of the 4th to give them a 4-3 lead. Neibauer, a little surprised he came back out here for the 5th. He's at 103 pitches currently. 8 strikeouts on the day. Stahl's walked both times today. And Maddox, wearing number 18 out of Clark College, went to Legend High School. Just finished his freshman season at Clark. And that is called ball 4, so he is still 0 for 0 with 3 walks.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Luis De La Cueva.
So 1 on, nobody out. De La Cueva, the catcher, will hit. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout and then a pop-up to Corden at second base. Andrew Buckhold and Tanner Gertz, the third baseman and catcher, will chat with Colin Neibauer. Talk some strategy. Try and get a ground ball from De La Cueva. And here comes Coach Brad Mulvaney. That is likely going to do it for Neibauer. Mentioned his pitch count over 100. So it looks like Buckhold and Gertz were just trying to buy a few extra seconds, maybe another minute, as Neibauer will walk off the mound, gets a hand from the crowd. And the new pitcher will be Ethan McGraw, the right-hander from Augustana. So he'll face De La Cueva with runner on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Diamond Club Collegians from Augustana College, number 1, Ethan McGraw.
Ethan McGraw takes the mound, takes over in relief for Colin Neibauer. He'll face Luis De La Cueva, the catcher, with Maddox Stahl on first. First offering is bounced. Fair up the third baseline, just barely fair. Stahl will head for third and will be sent to the plate. No throw from McMaster, RBI double there from Luis De La Cueva. Gives the Miracles a 5-3 lead. Right on the line. De La Cueva scores Stahl all the way from first.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Bryson Martinez.
I mean, just barely fair, right on that third base line. De La Cueva's got his first hit of the ball game, and it's a big one. RBI double scores Stahl. On the first pitch that Ethan McGraw threw, De La Cueva greets him. So here's Bryson Martinez. Called strike one. Ethan McGraw, the right-hander out of Augustana College in Illinois. Kind of a hotbed for Colorado high school players. A lot of players in Colorado wind up going and playing at Augustana. And that's not new, too. That's been going on for a while. A 1-1 here on the left fielder, Bryson Martinez from the University of the Southwest. Hometown is Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Waves and misses. That one went fishing. And there's 2 strikes. And top of the 5th, no outs. Runner on second. 1 run home for the Miracles here in the 5th. McGraw's pitch skips up there. Buckhold did his best to body that one up, but skips away and allows De La Cueva to move up 90 feet. He's at third. I think it's 2-2 on Martinez. Might be 3-2. Infield for the Collegians comes in on the grass. Gonna cut that run at home plate. And yeah, it was 2-2. Now it's 3-2. From a similar spot, bounced well in front of the plate and outside as well. And great job there by Buckhold, able to swallow that baseball up and not allow De La Cueva to come home. So clearly a big pitch here for Ethan McGraw. Got to get this out. And he does. Swing and a miss there from Martinez. First out here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero.
First strikeout for McGraw. But far from out of it. He's got to face Jeremiah Lucero with one down. Infield stays in. Lucero 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. There's McGraw, misses, low and away. A 1-0 on Maya. And the catcher, Luis De La Cueva, not great speed at third, as most catchers don't run particularly well. So I think a ground ball to the infield, they'll look back the runner and then go one. Unless, of course, De La Cueva breaks for the plate. Good pitch there from McGraw. 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. These Miracles hitters, they can swing it pretty well, but they also have a lot of swing and miss. They strike out quite a bit, but also capable of the double or the home run. And there's another one. So back-to-back strikeouts for Ethan McGraw. 2 away. Second time Lucero's gone down swinging.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 29, Logan Wilson.
So big strikeout allows the infield to get some depth, play back with 2 down. And now they'll run for De La Cueva with Evan Iacono, number 17. Iacono will run for the catcher De La Cueva at third. Hitter is Logan Wilson, the DH, who has struck out in both at-bats today. We'll try and come up with a 2-out hit. McGraw allowed the double on the first pitch to De La Cueva right down the line, but then he struck out the next 2 hitters, Martinez and Lucero. Gets strike 1 swinging on Logan Wilson. 0-1. Logan Wilson, the 7-hole. Pitch is a little off the plate. Evan Iacono, number 17, he's running at third. Right-handed pitcher. He'll be a freshman in the fall out of Pine Creek High School. 2-1. Now a 3-1 count as Buckhold blocks that one very well. Fouled off by Wilson. It's full. McGraw will try to get Wilson to punch out for the 3rd time today. So him and Mason Aaron have both struck out twice. Three-two pitch is high on Wilson. He draws the walk. Throw to third, and Iacono just does get back in safely with an awkward dive. He was going to go back in standing up, and then it actually probably get dirty. Got halfway in between standing up and a dive.
Now batting the second baseman, number 34, Mason Aaron.
Well, Iacono on third, Wilson on first, Mason Aaron 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He'll hit with 2 down. McGraw gets strike 1. Swinging was Aaron. That's the part of the lineup you really got to take care of if you're a Diamond Club pitcher. And he hits the zone. Strike 2, quickly ahead of Mason Aaron. No balls, 2 strikes. Aaron, the second baseman. McGraw misses for ball 1. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. Miracles have scored 1 run here in the top of the 5th. Oh, McGraw thought he had strike 3, but called a ball outside. Now it's 2-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Aaron goes down for the 3rd time today. He's got the hat trick. Miracles get 1. They lead 5-3 as we go to the middle of the 5th inning here at Nate Journey Field in Arvada.
And for the Miracles in the top half of the 5th, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. 5-3 are scored. We go to the bottom half of the 5th here at Nate Journey Field. And Diamond Club Baseball would like to thank the following sponsors featured on the outfield wall: Edward Jones and Cutler Tax Resolution. Fans also reminded the concession stands are open. Feel free to grab yourself some hot dogs, snacks, whatever you're looking for. We got our concession stands open. Leading off for the Collegians, the center fielder number 24, Blake Young.
My bottom 5 here. Reese Featherston back out there for the Colorado Springs Miracles, as his pitch count is right near 100. He'll face Blake Young, and then Cale Corden and Mac Dossie to follow. So Young hit one off the bottom of the fence on the fly. A line drive his last time, but he was thrown out as he tried to stretch it into a double. Martinez, the left fielder, hosed him. That's second. 3-0 on Young, and Featherston hits the zone for a strike. Yeah, he is at 101 pitches now, is Reese. The righty fires, and it's lined into center field for a single. Blake Young, 3rd hit of the game. 3 for 3 is the center fielder.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Cale Corden.
Yep. Yeah, John Byington making his way out to the mound, and that should do it for Featherston at 102 pitches. So very similar to what Diamond Club did with their starter, Colin Neibauer. They bring him out for the fifth, they go over 100, and shortly after that they are replaced. So new pitcher is going to be Devin Alvarado, the man who was coaching first base earlier, the lefty. Alvarado will take over on the mound to face Cale Corden with nobody outs and a runner on first here in the bottom of the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the El Paso Miracles, number 20, Devin Alvarado.
All right, pitching change for the El Paso County Miracles. It'll be at number 20, Devin Alvarado, left-hander. Will face Cale Corden. They throw over to first, and Blake Young back in safely. Alvarado currently at UCCS. He's from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and he previously played at Lassen Community College, Lassen. Misses in to Corden, who has walked both times today. And Maddox Stahl for the Miracles, he walked in all three plate appearances today. Corden, we'll see if he can match him and draw a walk here. The two guys 0 for 0 with 3 walks. Throw gets away on the pickoff. Blake Young heading for third, and he will shut it down there. Got away from the first baseman, Austin Reese, and I think Reese fell down. Wasn't going to get Young at third anyway. But a two-base error on the pickoff attempt. A chance for Corden to drive in Young. Infield still back. Corden towards short. Young's going to come home and score. Throw across the diamond from Lucero in time to get Corden at first. There's one out, but it's 5-4.
Now then, the right fielder, number 4, Matt Dawson.
Well, Mac Dossie at the plate. He'll take strike one against Alvarado. 0 for 1 with the walk is Mac from UNCO, Northern Colorado. Quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Alvarado is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. in the dirt, 2-2. Up the first baseline, and it just does go foul. It started fair, and then cut foul right before it got to the bag. Whereas the double off the bat of De La Cueva in the top of the inning stayed fair down the third baseline. So still 2-2 on Mac Dossie. One out. Bottom 5. Dossie high in the air. See if De La Cueva has a play. He won't. And right behind us. Good at bat here for Mac. He quickly fell behind 0-2. Worked his way back. Alvarado misses in the dirt. Full count. Line down the left field line. Just foul. And not by a whole lot into the corner. I just did go foul. Dossie missed a double, at least a double by a couple feet. Of course, home plate umpire, he's standing right on the line. He can see it. Definitely foul. Umpire's mask wasn't fully tightened yet. Alvarado started his motion. So Dossie will pop this one up to center field. Stahl is there, and he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Brock Mulvaney.
Brock Mulvaney at the plate. He will take a curveball for strike 1. Mulvaney 0 for 2, looking for his first knock of the game. Just missed from Alvarado. 1 ball, 1 strike. That last fly ball by Dossie, that's what you would call a can of corn for a Stahl in center field. Nice, easy play. Can of corn. 2-1 here on the big first baseman. 3-1. Alvarado working very quickly on the mound. He gets the ball back from De La Cueva. Now this time he takes a little walk. If there was a rosin bag there, he would have picked it up. 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Outside, Mulvaney draws a walk. Didn't have to take the bat off his shoulder that at bat. So Mulvaney at first with 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 18, Casey Ritchie.
All right, Casey Ritchie at the dish, hoping for some 2-out magic here as Diamond Club. Down by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th, 5-4. Blake Young started the inning with a single. He scored on the RBI groundout from Cale Corridon. Mulvaney at first, 1-0 to Ritchie. Strike 1. Fastball there from Alvarado got past Ritchie. Casey's 0 for 2 today, couple groundouts. That's in the air, fairly deep center field. Going back is Stahl. Gonna turn and watch it fly out of here. And Casey Ritchie, 2-run home run, gives the Collegians a 6-5 lead. How about that?
Diamond Club Collegians home run. Julian Chapman, left fielder number 18, Casey Ritchie.
And hoping for some two-out magic, and Casey Ritchie delivers straight away center field. A two-run at Tater. Stahl, all he could do was turn and watch.
Number 3, Andrew Buckle.
So after surrendering a two-run home run in the top of the inning, the Collegians get a two-run home run of their own. Casey Ritchie drives in Mulvaney. So lead back in the favor of Diamond Club in a back-and-forth affair today. Miracles jumped out on top. Diamond Club took the lead back. Miracles took the lead again. And now the Collegians have the lead at 6-5. Buckhold into shallow right. Making the catch on the fly is Luke Jenin for the third out. But the home run from Ritchie has his team out in front 6-5 in the late innings. We'll go to the sixth in a one-run ball game.
And for Diamond Club in home half of the fifth inning, 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 miracle errors, and nobody left on base. 6-5 our score. We go to the top half of the sixth next here at Nature to Field. Leading up to the Miracles right here with the late Luke Jenin.
We're now in the sixth inning. Ethan McGraw back out there for the Collegians. Came on last inning in relief of Colin Neibauer, and he'll face 9-1-2. Luke Jenin, then Austin Reese and Jansen Roberts. Pitch from McGraw. High fastball is in the air and foul. First base side. Couple strikes on Jenin. And it turned into a nice afternoon here in Arvada. We've stayed mostly clear of the storms. Got a little bit of rain, but nothing bad at all. That is called strike 3 on Jenin. McGraw got a friendly outside corner, and there's the first out here in the top of the sixth.
The first baseman, number 19, Austin Reese.
A one away. Austin Reese hits his fourth time through the lineup now for the Miracles. A 2-run home run his last time to the opposite field. That gave them a 4-3 lead. Now Reese 1 for 2. And a walk, a line drive to center, and then that home run over the head of Dossie and right over the outfield fence. McGraw's offering well upstairs on Reese. The righty working from the stretch and once again misses in a similar spot at eye level or higher. 3-0 on the first baseman for the Colorado Springs Miracles. Curveball not close. Ball 4, I believe. Ball 3, I guess. Thought he gave 3-0 right before that. So 3-0 on Reese. There it is, ball 4. Second walk of the game for Reese, as McGraw was consistently up in the zone in the at-bat. See if he can make an adjustment here. Oh, Jansen Roberts will hit the third baseman.
Third baseman number 5, Jansen Roberts.
He reached on an air, he singled, and he grounded out to Cale Corden at second last time through. Hard and foul up the first baseline. A couple balls hard on the ground towards the right side. The single he hit in his second at bat was right on the barrel in between Corden and Mulvaney. That one, if it was fair, would have been tough to field. One strike, McGraw's pitch. That is high for a ball. Probably not too tough of an adjustment for Ethan. Just got to finish the pitch. He's missing up in the zone. 1-1. Roberts gets it off his hands and fouls it back. 2 strikes. One out, top 6. Reese on first. Extends the lead a little bit. 1-2 is high on Roberts. And first game of a doubleheader. Second game will start maybe half hour after we finish this first one. 2-2 is hit in the air to center field. Blake Young moving over to his right. And Young makes a great catch on the run. He had to go a ways because he was positioned in right center. And he got on his horse to make the grab in the gap. Make that 2 down. On the fly ball from Roberts. Brings up Maddox Stahl.
Now batting the center fielder, number 18, Maddox Stahl.
Stahl 0 for 0 with 3 walks and 2 runs scored. See if McGraw gets him to swing the bat this time, and he'll take a curveball for strike 1. Good looking breaking pitch. Now, summer baseball, you want to get your hacks in. You're trying to win, of course, but you're also trying to work on your hitting. That one up in the zone, heading for second, and thrown out there is the runner Austin Reese. The tag was put down. Great throw from Andrew Buckhold. That does it for the Miracles in the top of the 6th. We head to the home half in a 6-5 ball game. Diamond Club on top.
Leading on for the Collegians in the home half of the sixth inning, third baseman, number 2, Tanner Gertz.
Our bottom six in Arvada at Nate Journey Field, Ralston Valley High School. Top of the order for the Collegians to face Devin Alvarado. Fourth time through, Tanner Gertz hits the first pitch he sees to short and past Lucero to center field. That will be scored. I don't know. We need an official score for that one. I don't want to make the call. And Nathan and I, we don't know. It's a tweener. As in between hop there for Lucero. Yeah, we'll give Tanner the benefit of the doubt there. He's on first with a single, and he's been on all 4 times today. So 2 walks and 2 singles for the third baseman, Tanner Gertz. So here's McMaster. Just checking on Gertz at first is Alvarado. Yeah, at this level, that's we'll give Gertz the hit. Might as well. Maybe with the perfectly manicured infield, that last hop would have been right to Lucero, but came up on him just a bit. And it was a hard hit ball too from Gertz. It was not a candy hop by any means. As McMaster goes down swinging for the first out. Alvarado gets his first strikeout since coming in.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Kai Douglas.
Ooh, close over at first. Tanner Gertz gets back in with the dive. First pitch to Kai Douglas is called a ball. Douglas hit a line drive single to center his first time, and then he has struck out in his last 2 at-bats. Diamond Club looking for some insurance as they lead 6-5, bottom 6. A doubleheader today, so just 7 innings in this ball game. But could use an extra run or 2 to provide some insurance for Ethan McGraw. Make it a 7-5, possibly 8-5 game. Now 1 out, 1 on. Alvarado finds the strike zone. Pick throw to first, and Gertz back in, easy. Devin Alvarado misses up and away on Douglas. First walk of the inning, but 2 on. For the cleanup hitter, Blake Young, who's had a great day.
Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Blake Young.
Gertz on second, Douglas on first, Blake Young 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Made that great catch in center field in the top of the 6th. Ball was hit off the bat of Roberts. Fouled away, strike 2. Young at Monterey Peninsula Bay in the fall. Former Mullen Mustang. 0-2 from Alvarado. Good pitch, didn't miss by a whole lot. 1-2. Lefty will check the runners, and his pitch to Young is pulled on the ground. Roberts will go to second, throw to first. Not in time. They get one. As Douglas is erased, Gertz goes to third. Young at first with two down on the fielder's choice.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 14, Cale Corden.
Play over there by Jansen Roberts, the third baseman. Getting the force at second as the play took him that way. And was not hit hard enough to turn two. Plus, he got good speed from Young. So on the corners, two down. Strike one on Cale Corden. Nothing in one. Corden, two walks and an RBI ground out last time through. Grounded out to Lucero at short, but that scored Blake Young. Now they got Young picked off. Coming home is Gertz. Throw to the plate in time. And Gertz not happy with being called out at the plate. So that's the third out as Young got picked off. Gertz tried to score from third. And now we head to the top of the seventh, still 6-5. Ethan McGraw will try and get the final three outs for the Collegians. We'll be right back for it.
And for Diamond Club in the home half of the sixth, no runs on one hit, no miracle errors, and two left on base. 6-5 our score to the top half of the seventh. Diamond Club trying to close it on that. Leading off in the Miracles in the top half of the seventh inning, center fielder number 18, Maddox Stahl.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the top of the seventh inning. Diamond Club needs three outs here to get the victory in game one of the doubleheader. Ethan McGraw will try and close out the El Paso County Miracles, and he'll face the middle of their order, 3, 4, 5. Maddox Stahl, Louis De La Cueva, and Bryson Martinez are due up. Ball and a strike here on Maddox Stahl, who has walked all three times. He was at the plate when the top of the sixth ended, when Austin Reese was thrown out trying to steal second. So he gets a new count, and it's 1-1. Well upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. And McGraw, the right-hander from Augustana, faces Maddox Stahl out of Clark College. Stahl fouls it off. Couple strikes on him. Some thunder off into the distance. Yeah, Tanner Gertz definitely thought he was safe there on that play to end the bottom of the sixth at home. let the umpire know about it. Didn't go overboard with what he said, so he stayed in the game. But I don't think the umpire was too pleased to hear that disagreement. Two balls, two strikes on Stahl. McGraw comes set from the stretch. His 2-2 fouled away by Stahl. Kind of off the end of the bat. There's a train coming through behind us here at RV. Breaking ball from McGraw that is popped up by Stahl. Does Buckhold have a play? He does not. And not much area in foul territory behind the plate. And the catcher ran out of room. Well, maybe if it's the Oakland Coliseum, it's a different story, where the A's used to play. Big foul territory there, but not a whole lot of room here at Ralston Valley. So still a 2-2 count on Stahl. Did he go around? They check at first. No swing, and it's full. 3-2. Stahl just does hold up. Fouled away. Good at bat going here from Stahl. Good battle between McGraw and Maddox. Curveball inside, ball 4, and the leadoff man on here in the 7th. Maddox Stahl is 0 for 0 with 4 walks today. He has walked in all 4 of his plate appearances. And he got a swings in on that at bat. Fouled a few pitches off. Winds up on first.
Now back to catcher, number 22, Louis De La Cueva.
And now Louis De La Cueva, who had the big RBI double his last time, right down the third base line. That scored Stahl all the way from first. So similar situation to last time. Stahl on first. De La Cueva at the plate. And De La Cueva squares around, gets a nice bunt down towards Gertz at third. Thought about second. Now he'll get the out at first. 1 away in the 7th on the sacrifice bunt from Louis De La Cueva.
Now batting left fielder, number 7, Bryson Martinez.
So moves the runner. Stahl to second. It was a good bunt down the third base line. Maybe just a tad too hard of a bunt, but that's kind of nitpicking because it was well placed. And Gertz took a peek at second, but made the good decision to throw across. Check swing. Martinez did not offer. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 here on Bryson Martinez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Tying run is that second with 1 away. That is Maddox Stahl, runs pretty well. McGraw will check second. His pitch swung on and missed strike 2. Ahead of Martinez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The tall right-hander comes set. 2 looks at second. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Martinez goes down. And now there's 2 outs. Same pitch as the 1-1. Went right back to the outside corner. And Martinez has now struck out in his last 3 at-bats.
Now that at the shortstop, number 3, Jeremiah Lucero.
It'll be up to Jeremiah Lucero. Yeah, 1 out away in his Diamond Club. Cut on and miss, strike 1. And just like Martinez, Lucero has punched out in his last 2 at-bats after singling in his first AB. Maddox Stahl still at second. Infield is back. The shortstop McMaster working the runner a bit. 1-1. Count is 1-2. 1 strike away are the Diamond Club Collegians. Good ball game here in Game 1. A back and forth affair. Couple big 2-run home runs in the game. Austin Reese gave the Miracles a 4-3 lead. And then Casey Ritchie, a 2-run shot, gave Diamond Club a 6-5 lead. And that's where we currently stand here in the top of the 7th. And Lucero fouls that one away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball is inside on Lucero. McGraw's just got to finish that pitch. He knows it. 2-2 count with 2 outs. And a runner on 2. Breaking ball is low and out. Nice take from Lucero. You wanted to offer, laid off. Now it's full. Got a base open at first, but you don't want to put the go-ahead run on the bases. McGraw's 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. That's the ball game here at Nate Journey Field in Arvada. The Diamond Club Collegians pull out a 6-5 victory over the El Paso County Miracles. Ethan McGraw closes it out in the top of the 7th. And 1 sec, we'll look at the number of strikeouts from the pitching staff today. That was a ton of them.
And the Miracles, the top half of the 7th, no runs, no hits, no collision errors, and 1 left-hander. That's going to do it here for Game 1 of our doubleheader this afternoon. Final score in this one, the Diamond Club Collegians 6, the El Paso County Miracles 5.
So 14 strikeouts in 7 innings for the Diamond Club pitching staff. Not too shabby. Colin Nybauer and Ethan McGraw.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, both teams used 2 pitchers, Nybauer and McGraw for Diamond Club, Reese Featherston and Devin Alvarado for the Miracles. Big clutch 2-run home run from Casey Ritchie in the late innings gave the Diamond Club Collegians a 6-5 lead, and it stood. It stood as McGraw closed them out in the 7th. So we'll have Game 2 of the doubleheader coming up in about 30 minutes from Ralston Valley. Teams will get a little break, and then we'll be back in action. Umpires got to change out the gear. So I hope you guys can join us for Game 2 in just a bit. Thanks for watching on the YouTube network, Front Range League Baseball Network on YouTube. I'm Alex Becker.